Hello, my name's Chantel Delaney. I am the product educator for M Squared, and we have a very special video in store for you today in honor of International Women's Day. So I'm very excited to get to introduce you all to Caroline Duell, the founder of All Good Products. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Hi, Chantel. Hi,
Hi.
everyone out
Hi.
there.
So yeah, really excited to get to talk to you and to get to hear more about your company and your brand and your experiences as a female-owned business. And so my first question is, what made you want to start All Good?
Well, it's kind of a funny story because I never intended to start a business at all. I was making a healing salve with a background in herbal medicine and wilderness education that was just helpful for my friends and clients and people around me. And it slowly turned into a business when I realized that was kind of a way that I could actually create the exchange by creating these products and getting them out to people. But ultimately, the concept, even before it was a business, is really just to make products that are just genuinely good and nurturing for people, and also give the opportunity for them to have awareness of their surroundings. So for me, it was about making sure that I'm giving back to the resources that we're using in the products, and then
Mhm.
bringing awareness to the importance of good ingredients, and that those good ingredients are not only going to be the best on people's skin and the best for their body, but also the best for the soil from where they come.
Oh, that's so great. I love hearing that. That's like music to my ears. I know you're talking about Goop, which is my favorite product of yours, and I'm a herbalist. And when I saw the formula, I was like, oh my God, it's like so like classic herbalism, with like
Right.
plantain and yarrow and all those herbs that we like don't see as often in formulas that as I wish we did. So that's
That's right. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that because that's, from my background as well. But to me, for an everyday user, they need to be able to trust that the product is good for them, and they might not know what all of those plants do. And so that
yes.
was really a big part of the initial importance of starting this company as well, is just bringing botanicals and beneficial botanicals into everyday use and everyday products.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
almost like whether or not they know it, they can look in, if they do and they look in the ingredients and they get it and they want to do more research and learn the benefits of the plants, we offer that on our site, and there are many resources for that. But without knowing that or being able to look at it, they just can trust with the brand that it's really good for them, nurturing, and we've done the work to make sure of that. So
Yeah.
there are plants that are beneficial, connecting to humans every day.
Oh, that's so great. I just love that. What else do you want people to know about All Good?
Well, yeah, it's interesting. I would flip the question that I wish I could know more about everybody who's using our products so that I could
Hmm.
understand what is meaningful to them, and that really translates into what I would want people to know is just that we care deeply, and products are made with love, and intention for healing, and protection and safety and comfort and nourishment. Our line of sunscreens has been really, really well researched, and they are incredibly effective. And they're also just, they're it's an important move for people to use mineral sunscreens in general. So I think that's something that I want people to know, is that they can trust the protection and the safety of the mineral sunscreens, and also enjoy how they are, because we've done a lot of work to make them more usable and more friendly.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. And I've seen a lot of the work that you've done around awareness, like for the coral reefs and things like that. That's really great. I feel like there's so much to know there. Um, so your company has some pretty great third-party certifications, including B Corp and the women-owned business certification, right?
That's right. So when we started the business, the first partner that I worked with is 1% for the Planet.
Mm,
We joined 1% for the Planet as a fiscal commitment, a financial commitment, to knowing that we're giving back with all of the products that we're selling. And so the definition of that is that 1% of our top line revenues are all dedicated to environmental causes. Kind of
yeah.
like we were talking about before, there's a backcountry film festival. The Winter Wildlands Alliance is a nonprofit that protects land. So that's one example of a nonprofit that we've partnered with that offers land protection, and it's our way to commit to that. And then 3 years later, so we've been in business for 17 years, and 2006, that was when we joined 1% for the Planet. And then 3 years later, in 2009, we became a certified B Corporation. Mm-hmm. That's a way to really communicate externally our social and environmental commitments internally. Mm-hmm. So as a company, we're, the 1% for the Planet, we're giving financially to give back. With B Corp, we're actually committing to our practices and how we're running our business internally. Yeah. And then more recently, we became a certified women-owned business, which is kind of funny because I own the majority of the company. I own most of the company, and so I'm a woman, and to have that certification, I think is really important because, believe it or not, they had to do a ton of due diligence to make sure that was the case. And I think there have been some situations where women have been put in the forefront just in terms of communication, but not actually had the ownership or the decision-making power within the company. So we're really proud of that. And we have majority women staff, and really super solid, I would just say like woman-friendly company. Even the guys in the company are just all really super supportive. We just have fun and work well together and understand the principles that kind of go behind that idea of supporting women. And then most recently in 2019, we also have become a carbon neutral company. So we certified with our partner Climate Neutral, and that's the way that we work with them is to measure and then reduce and then offset any carbon emissions that we're not able to reduce, but we work actively in that as well. So those are kind of the pillars of our ethos that, once again, people can know about or not if they use the products, but those are the things that drive us and keep us real.
Yeah, that's so inspiring. Do you have a favorite product?
You already mentioned it, but I love the All Good Goop, which is it's our flagship product. It's the first product that I've been making that same formula since 1998. It's a healing salve that is great for cuts and scrapes and burns and dry skin. We make it in-house. So we have a production team that does it. They do an incredible job. They set an intention for healing in the space, and every jar is hand poured. And like I said earlier, also really made with love, and the effectiveness of that product is just, it speaks for itself. People can just try it and know that it's going to be good for them, and in all ages. Little kids love it for cuts and scrapes. Moms love it for babies. And then it can go all the way through to being really super helpful for elderly dry skin as well.
Yeah. I love that one. We joke internally that it's like the when in doubt remedy. Like if you're like not really sure how to treat something, like just put goop on it and probably be fine.
Right. We joke around about that too, right?
Yeah.
Like, have a bad day, just add a little goop on your day and you'll feel better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's the base for all of the lip balms. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. So all of the lip balms are the same herbs infused in organic olive oil. That's one thing that really sets those lip balms apart, is just that they're a salve, essentially a healing salve for the lips.
Yeah. That's great. I think you make my favorite SPF lip balm as well. I feel like it's hard to make a good mineral sunscreen lip balm, and I find that one to be my favorite. It's probably because of that great base that it's in.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then the last sunscreens, I hope these are selling. I think, you guys have them. We have an SPF 30 face sunscreen that came out recently. And I think that's one for everyone to try too. We worked really hard on getting the formula to really feel good on the face and blend in well and be protective. So
yeah, I love that SKU. I've been using that one. I think we launched it here in Canada last fall, and it's been a really good one. And I'm outside a lot in the wintertime, so it's been a really good one. So it kind of creates like a protective barrier, but it still has a nice matte finish on it. So, great formula. I love that. Is there anything else that you want to tell us?
Well, one thing we also talked about was that we do have our own farm here on the Central Coast of California. And on top of having a big oversized home garden and a bunch of citrus trees, we also grow the healing flower calendula that goes into the lion's share of our products. It goes into most of our products. And through that process, we're working to build soil, rejuvenate the land, and also just come up with the highest quality herb possible, ingredient possible that goes into our products. So that's a fun continuum for people to understand. You can check out on our website. There's some photos of the farm. And yeah, it's a fun part to share because that's another thing that keeps us really rooted in where it all started. My husband, who's now our head of sales, Ryan, is a longtime farmer, and so that's been a continuing thread for us to grow from his farming roots into supplying our products with that herb.
Yeah, it's so great to have that connection to the ingredients where it's like from seed to final product, you know, that it's you've kind of witnessed the whole life cycle of the creation of that product. That's so cool.
Yay.
Great.
And
Well, thank
yeah,
you so
I'll
much.
say last, yeah, really quickly, I'll just say last, really, really grateful for our Canadian retail partners, and you know, hopefully can come visit everyone in person someday. And in the meantime, we just want to be open and able to answer questions and, you know, share ideas and support sales and support your stores in any way we can. And really appreciate our partnership with you all as well, Chantel.
Oh, likewise. Yeah, thank you so much. That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Happy International Women's Day. And looking forward to connecting again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.